Hell yeah. Told you I'd be back. I'm out with sore here, man. I've smoked just to calm down. I was gonna go for the beer, but I settled on a cup of tea. And then I was doing a sound test, and then I'm like, fuck, can't even hear myself. Microphone here behind me ear. But yeah, some weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Wow. I believe it's nearly Tuesday already. I'm actually doing an early one tonight. But yeah, I get a knock at the door, right? Saturday afternoon, kind of. No, morning. It was about 11 o'clock. Knock, knock, knock. Ring doorbell. Hello? Yeah, oh, it's your man next door, you know. Yeah, how can I help you there? He says, we're going to have to get the drains done. I kind of stared at him for about 5 seconds. You know the way it just... I might as well have had my sunglasses on going, what the fuck? What are you talking about? He says, my toilet under the stairs is spilling over, right? So get a plumber then. What's for me to do about it? He says, no, it's all the way down the road. I says, going back about 10 houses or something. So it's like, I've no problem with mine. I'm flushing away there. Just had a deal myself a second ago. There's no trouble here. All right. And he fucks off, right? I says, I better go on a vessel. I knew what was up, you know. So I popped the shower out the back there, the big shower. I had a look. Not pleasant now, I have to say, not pleasant. But so I knocked back into the fucker anyway. It says, smoke in hand, of course. Yeah, it says, yeah, so check the drain there. I'll give it a little poke, he says. See if we can get a budge on it there. I'll let you know, Grant. So I'm in there, I'm banging rods and fucking bits of plastic and everything. I have a set of good rods there, right? But I mean, I'm going down and they're moving. And I'm after using all 4 extensions on it. I go, where the fuck is this thing? This is a joke. So I'll get to where it was now later on, right? So I says, fuck man, this thing isn't moving. So we're ringing around Saturday, you know, there's football on, everyone's out having a great time, carvy lunch. So your man next door gets in touch with Dino Rod. He sent me a text. I don't know how he's my number. He sent me a text. I gave it to him at one stage. And oh yeah, I'll get Dino Rod on Monday. I said, today is Saturday. Imagine the state of them now and tomorrow or tonight even. Oh yeah, right. He says you're right. So I end up getting someone, a nice fella in, right? So Ian comes out. Fair play to him now. He came out Sunday morning. He was there, had all the gear, the van, the fucking pump, everything, you know, all the usual. 2 hours he was at it, right? And he still couldn't get it, right? Wouldn't move. He said, man, I'm after going all the way down the line here. It's this thing ain't budget. So he goes, I'm gonna have to get the big guns. Grand. So he came back then that night. The fucking monster truck pulls up, you know. 15 minutes done. I said, what was it? What was just curious out of he says, I can tell you what, it's not you anyway. He says, it's further down the line there. I says, all right, grand. He said it was grease, right? So it wasn't, I wouldn't mind if it was a sock or a pair of knickers or something, you know. But no, someone was decided, I think, was to flush the curry dinner down the fucking toilet, right? And grease is a bastard in a pipe. It just doesn't move. It's oil, it doesn't move, right? He says, we got it anyway. And then, up she went. Oh, the toilets go down. You know, they go down then, the big vacuum. It's a fucking nice one, bro. So he goes, brah, bro. And he goes, don't ring us, we'll ring you, says Grant. That was the end of that, man. But yeah, we battled. Many cups of tea and chats. Eventful weekend, but there you go. Anyway, I'm going to push on with this. This is a nice little one tonight, actually. Temperature transmitters. I'll show you now a little setup I have here. Here we go. I've done a little sketch for it as well. A little crude drawing. That's the transmitter there. Now, China cheap, right? 20 bucks, 15 bucks, something, whatever they are. And China cheap as well, this little controller. Nice. I think they're about 80 quid or something maybe. This is a nice one actually. They're actually decent. They mimic a Mitsubishi, right? Like the FX2 or 3 series or something. I think this is 3 series, not sure. You check it. It's Amazon, this shit. You'll see loads of them, right? And then we have this little fella here, this little sensor. See him here? Right. That's PT100. Now, when you get these, you have to calibrate them. I'll do another video on that. There's kind of a quick way of doing it, and there's the right way of doing it, but I'll show you the quick way, right, if you're interested, right? There's 2 little adjustments and all that type. So that took a while now to get that right. But I'm fairly spot on there with the multimeters and all you have to use, but another video. Cheapy serial connection, converter here, USB, off we go, right? Bit of software. Now, I'll show you the crude sketch I have there. It's like this, right? Me in the corner there. So, controller. You'll see the 24 on the ground, right? Okay, so the top left is obviously the feed in, right? So that's powering our controller. 24 then is bridged down to the plus on this transmitter. And then you'll see the probe going in the bottom. Now, it's a 3-wire probe, right? Just follow that out, you can't go wrong. Then on the right there, we have the negative coming in the ground, and then you have, I'm using channel 4 on this controller right now. I'm not going into it, there's a lot happening here, right? So just wire it up like that, and you should be good to go. I'll show you on this one then, power in the top like we're saying, and then there's 2 lads going in the side, right? The ground, and then channel 4 I'm using. Now where it gets interesting is this shit, right? Again, because it mimics the Mitsubishi, this is there, so it won't will wonder software. The GX Works 2, is that what it is? Yeah, GX Works 2. Nice, it's easy, it's quick. But I'm probably going to be concentrating more. You can ignore this section here, right? You can ignore that. It's more this and this we're going to be looking at, right? Ignore the end as well, right? So I'm just doing a little pulse here. Now I'm not going to, you'll see up the top here, above the image, I have that R equals, that's the formula I'm using, right? So it's basically mapping one set of values to another, that's all it's doing, right? And then the maths is there. I'll run through it real quick, but I'll just go back to this one now and see what I'm talking about. So if you look underneath the control there, it has a range value. See the 0 to 4095, right? So what happens is when the analog signal comes in from that transmitter, it's analog to digital, right? So the digital value will be up to 4095 maxed out. 0 then, you know, is the lower range, alright? And all we're doing then is just using that formula. Small bit of maths here. Division, add, addition, subtraction, blah, 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 blah. And then we're working out the final value. Now I'll run this in a minute and show you, and then I'll show you the sensor working as well, right? So if you want to copy and paste that, go ahead, right? So I'll run through quickety, lickety, splittity. Oh, here. Right, so this one here. I'm using that K4 there is actually channel 4 host 0, right? So that's actually pulling the analog signal in, sticking it at this address, right? In the internal memory of the controller, right? D200, we'll call it their word addresses, right? So 200 would be the first 16-bit, 201 would be the next 16-bit, so on, right? Okay, so we have that at 200. Then what I'm doing here is some subtraction, again based on the formula above here. So I'm taking our value, we're getting the X is the present value. Subtracting the min, in my case it's 805, right? That's when I was calibrating. I had to get these values because these yokes ain't perfect. There's the multiplication part of it. Again, you're just multiplying these two and put the result into that destination there, D204. So I'm just going consecutive with them here, right? Again, that's just moving the value in 3230. So I'm heading for the division part. Here's the divide now. There's a division and there's a D division. You'll see it here with the move and a D move. Difference is 32-bit, right? These, because our smaller values are all 16-bit, so you don't see any D in front of the instruction, right? These have, because what these do is they actually give 32-bit result. There you go. And then you got to play with them here. I just kind of kept it in sync here. That's the 32-bit division. All the parameters. And then just took away the additional 40. In my case, it does say plus out min there. But for me, it's a minus 40. So my transmitter is minus 40 to 100 degrees, right? That's the range on this yoke. Same with the probe. Probe has to match it to, to work out nice as well. And then I'm just doing a little comparison here. So we can turn stuff on and off, right? So the final result's going to be in that D210. Make sure that's right here. That changed. Hold on a second. Right, I'm going to do a little quick change here. That should be D210. It's probably me fucking around earlier. Right, do the same here. There, 210. Okay, good. That's it there. That's actually where the final result goes, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm just saying that K10 is a constant 10. I'm just doing 10 degrees in this case. It's less than or equal to 10. On the rising edge, we're going to hit M0, the flag. And if that clicks in, we're going to enable an output, right? Great. Again, if it's above the 10, we'll just reset it, right? We don't need to engage. Of course, then the output could be whatever you want, really. I'll show you here. So the outputs on this one are this side. Actually beefy little MOSFETs as well. They're nice. Easily, I think they're rated for 2 amps. I checked out the data sheet on them. They're probably more, but limited here. They say 1 amp, but I've put 1.5 through them, no problem, alright? Basically just big transistors, that's all. Yeah, so there you go. So what I'll do is I'll turn on, if this fucking thing works now, I'll turn on monitor mode now. You should see a lot of values come up, right? Well, I have me cup of tea. Tea from City West. Takes a second. This thing crashes and everything, right? Alright, we're in. Lovely. Like I say, ignore that section. This is the section we want. Okay, you'll see that's the raw value there, the 2051. See the way it's flickering around? So that's actually the value that's coming in on this fella from here, right? After the conversion, right? Okay, get out with that. And then we're subtraction maths, divide, blah, 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 subtract, pulse, and now we're set here. We have an output set, right? I don't know if my logic is right there. Hold on now. That shouldn't be right now. That shouldn't be like that. But anyway, it's not reset. It's actually above. 14 is above 10, you know. So this is lit. I don't know. It's probably something I done there. But anyway, set. It's stuck. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll grab the little sense now. Look at that. I'll grab the little. So you get the idea anyway. I'll grab the little sensor and I'll just hold it and heat it up, right? You see what I'm talking about. So we should see this value climbing as I'm holding it. Temperature's going up. Right. With all the conversion, it should be about 22 degrees there, 23. 25. I don't think you get any warmer than that. Yeah, I'll show you here. No, still climbing. Oh, still holding it, right? Now what I'll do is I'll drop it there, leave it there, right? Let her cool down. You see this number starting to fall. 236, 237. Then there's our 27 degrees. It'll start falling as well. It is quite warm in here with the heater on. That's annoying me now, that 210. I love having these little boo-boos in a video. It's nice. Yeah, no, this is just actually, you see the blue now. So this is actually legit. I know the way I have it. Yeah, because when I was testing this earlier, because it was much colder. It was down below 10, right? That's why I was doing it. Well, that's an inline comparison. You can do nice stuff with that. That's the great thing about this Mitsubishi stuff, man. You can put that anywhere, you know. Like an if statement, essentially, really, you know. 22, so it's falling nice. But yeah, that's it. And you see this fella blinking, right? That M8012 is every 100 milliseconds on this unit. You can change that. I think you do 8011, 13. There's loads of different ones for different timing. You see it blinking there, then. So, yeah. Now I might change that logic actually. Let's change it and see what happens. Let's do greater then, right? Alright. I'll reverse these, see what happens. Less than. For the crack, right? Yeah, I'll send that up. Don't worry me for a minute. I'll send that up and see what happens. Yeah, you won't see this now. It's going to stop there for a minute. Yeah. A good serial link with these as well. Yeah, I'll go back to the monitor mode there. It sort of hangs out here. I don't know what it's doing. Right, there she goes now. So I'm still at 19. Alright, okay, so see this section is highlighted blue now, see it on either side. So this is the legit one. Obviously we're not less than 19, so grand. And that should be set. Now let me see. No, fuck it, you know what, I'll leave it at that. You get the idea. Well, I can't bring, unless I dip it in ice or something, do you know what I mean? Bring it right down, you'll see what I'm talking about, because it is. Yeah, it's toasty in here, alright. Keep the old couch warm as well. But yeah, there you go, that's pretty cool stuff. Type of transmitters, yeah. It's nice. Nice to play with now, I have to say. Of course, this lad's flashing because it's in monitor mode, so it's back and forward, right? And that's it, darlings. I can't do any more than that. Yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. Fuck it. I'll have another one out on Monday, probably the end of the week. I might do the calibration of that, or I might do the camera. Actually, the camera's pretty cool. PTZ stuff, so I can actually link through the network, and I can move it manually from the screen here as well from the PC. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, happy days. This video's gone well over budget now. Plus the copyright will be all over the place. Right, I'll leave it at that, and I'll talk to you.